the NFL playoffs, AFC and NFC. We're going to be guessing scores, who's going to win, and how the other team can win, and what factors are going to play in that. And yeah, let's get right into it.
Okay,
Jack?
so the first game is going to be Titans versus the Patriots. The Patriots are coming off a big loss at home against the Dolphins. That was one of the biggest upsets this season. Saying that was at home, I'm kind of struggling to know how that's going to go. It's going to be a close game, I think, the whole entire time. Ryan Tannehill's on like a huge winning streak. He's playing amazing, especially Derrick Henry coming off, I think, leading rushing yards this season.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's gonna be a really close game throughout. I think it's gonna go. I think Titans are gonna win by 1 touchdown. Score? I don't know. I think that I'll just say that Ryan Tannehill will not have that good of game. I think the Titans will just have to go around Derrick Henry for that game because Patriots cornerbacks and defensive backs are top tier in the league. But again, Fitzpatrick just had an amazing game and targeted the wide receivers that were covered by them. So I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Let's hear from you, ready?
So, honestly, this is my opinion. The Dolphins could be any single team in the NFL on any given day, assuming that they're home, not just away. But other than the Ravens, I think that they have a shot at any team in the league. So I think that was a loss that could have been expected. But I don't think that the Patriots super team is just over quite yet with Tom Brady still being able to play at this age. I think that Ryan Tannehill is having a good season, but he's not going to be able to stop the Patriots defense. And then the Titans offense will not be able to stop the Patriots offense. Defense will not be able to stop the offense. I think that Derrick Henry coming off a 1,400 yard season, I think he's going to have to carry them that game, making it a 27-31 score, Patriots winning.
Ooh. Okay, let's move on to the next game. Bills versus Texans. This is a wild card game. Pretty big. The Bills are coming off one of their best seasons yet. And Titans, they could have played. They had a good season, not one of their best, but they still made that wild card. And yeah. So I think it's gonna be to be honest, I think it's gonna be a blowout from the Bills. The Bills have been playing amazing. The wide receivers and their defense have been combining to get unstoppable games. Coming off the Bills losing to the Jets, I don't know how that happened, but again, Patriots just lost to the Dolphins. It happens. I still think the Bills can go take this round past the Texans. I think it's going to be a 31-10 game. Yeah. That's my predictions.
So I think that Deshaun Watson is, when he's on his best game, he is the second best quarterback in the league easily. But it's so hard for him to get that way because he'll have either a good game, an absolutely butt game, or he'll have a really good game. So I think that, assuming that the pressure is all on Deshaun Watson and he's not going to have much help taking it off him, he's going to collapse under the pressure with the Bills sweeping away with Josh Allen getting the victory. I think it's going to be a 28-14 win for the Bills.
Okay, next game. Vikings versus Saints. This is a divisional game. They've been rivals for a while. Vikings coming off a good season, having some injuries at the end. Um, Dalvin Cook should be returning for this game, and he was one of the leading rushers this season. He had his best season of his career. Um, and Diggs having one of his best seasons too. Kirk Cousins, same. The thing is, it's a primetime game, and Kirk Cousins is,
Oh
I
and
don't know
8.
the exact record, but he's
0 and 8.
never won a single game in, 0-8. Never won a single primetime game. And Saints, Drew Brees, probably pretty pumped up after breaking the touchdown leader record. Had a good season so far. Team played amazing this season. I think it's gonna be a big win by the Saints.
Okay.
Mainly because Kirk Cousins cannot product on prime time.
Okay, I'm going to give 2 predictions. My first one's going to be my main one. It's going to be the Saints. So, I'm going to be going with the Vegas odds. I'm going to say that the Saints are going to win this game. It's going to be 28-7. The 7 points are going to be coming from Dalvin Cook off of his hamstring and injury. Madison is not guaranteed to come back, so we're going to have Boone as our depth. And then Kirk Cousins, as you said, is not having a good season on Monday night or at all. He's 0-8. And then he also only has one receiver to pass to as of Adam Thielen. The past couple games only getting targeted about 4 times a game, catching an average of 1 or 2 of those passes, and obviously they aren't for big gains, and the ones that are right to him he usually drops. He's probably more as a decoy, so we could get more defenders on him and less off Diggs. I think if the Vikings were to win, I think they're going to need Dalvin Cook to have the biggest game of his life, and I think that they're going to also have to have Stephon Diggs have a really good night, and so is Kirk Cousins. But will that happen? There's a good chance that won't, giving the Saints the win, 28-7.
Okay, the next game is a wild card game. Seahawks versus Eagles. Eagles not having postseason star Nick Foles this season, going to the Jaguars, not having a good season at all. Now we have Carson Wentz, who has had a great second half to the season, bringing their team to the playoffs, taking over the Cowboys of division leaders. And then the Seahawks, one of the MVP candidates, Russell Wilson, and Marshawn Lynch coming back from retirement, had a okay game last game. He had a touchdown and I think about like 37 yards. Just the team playing really well together. And Eagles, same here. They had a running back who played amazing. I cannot exactly remember the name.
I forgot too. That's all I was trying to think of.
Player of the week. If he can product the same, he can probably get them close. But I'm still gonna stick with the Seahawks, taking away the victory and advancing them.
Okay, so I'm thinking, obviously, Seattle having one of the MVP candidates, a very underrated player, Russell Wilson. And then the Eagles having Carson Wentz is healthy, right?
Yeah.
The Eagles having Carson Wentz. Deshaun Jackson's healthy, right?
To be honest, I don't know. They've lost almost all of their wide receivers, so that's
Yeah.
a new thing that's gonna screw them.
I think that the Seahawks are gonna be able to capitalize on the Eagles' passing game, and they're gonna be able to shut the run down. I think that the Seahawks are gonna have a really good game. If they can just go back to their 2015 selves, where they just give Lynch the ball and it takes them maybe 10 minutes to score, and they just eat up the clock and score every time, I think that should work very well for them. Very efficient and effective. I think that can work for them. And the Eagles honestly aren't the best opponent in the whole NFL. They only beat their division because their division's not that hard. But
That was one
saying
of the
that,
worst divisions of all
yeah.
time.
So that definitely doesn't help. So I think that the Seahawks are going to win this game, 14-7.
Okay, no other games, but we have some buys, first round buys. AFC, we have the Ravens and Chiefs. NFC, we have the 49ers and Packers. And yeah, that's all we have.
Okay, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you guys like the video. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to comment your predictions down below. And, you know, maybe I might feature them in the next video. We're going to be making a next video next week once the wild card round is over. We're going to post our predictions on Instagram, and if we got them right, and then we're going to post and then we're going to post a video next week about the divisional round, and hopefully my predictions are right. And yeah, peace.